we conclude. Now there is another short question. I think this was coming much earlier, about half an hour ago. What is the fastest way to get moksha? Moksha is, of course, is so the Sankhya has a statement, interesting statement. Sushupti samadhi moksheshu brahmayupta. Very interesting statement, saying that there are three states of ours. Sushupti is, I have already discussed, deep dreamless sleep. Then samadhi, which is a deep state of meditation. And moksha, of course, the questioner knows it. So sushupti is like we all get it by default, and if we spoil our life, even that is out of our control, is it not? So even that is snatched away. So if you lead your lifestyle is not good, then you have sleepless night, and even if you have sleep, lot of dreams. So if you want to lead a Vedic way of life, you have to continuously be deserving for deep dreamless sleep. And then next thing is samadhi, which is, as I said, the replica of sushupti. In the daytime, now we are not lying down, we are on sitting posture, but we create our mind as it was in sushupti. Calm mind, no activity at all. That's what Patanjali describes as chitta vritti niyodha, is it not? And that what we call as mind is called here chitta. So why it has two names, maybe some other time. So when there is nothing happening there, as in deep dreamless sleep, of course it's difficult. That's why Patanjali is writing all the steps, how you should do it. So if I am able to do that, then I am in samadhi. Then I come out of it and I say, that was wonderful. So that is a good test. If your meditation is good, you must be in a state where you feel that is good, is it not? So it is slightly different from the usual joy and pleasures of life, because it is something like universal pleasure, is it not? So that is samadhi. Now, if you are good in this samadhi, and if you are going deeper and deeper, there are some more stages of samadhi. There is a spectrum of samadhi. But I know, even as a beginner, you will know it. When you come out of samadhi, if you are good in meditation, let's look at this deep dreamless sleep. If you have good sleep, you get relaxed, but your personality doesn't change much. If you are a person A, you emerge out as same person A. Though, of course, you are more relaxed, you are feeling light, but your personality hasn't undergone any substantial change. In samadhi, if you are good practicing meditation, deep in meditation, as you will see, you don't have to go to samadhi state. Even prior to that, you will begin to feel, I am changing slightly. My behavior is changing. Or your wife will say, now you get less angry. Something like that, isn't it? So your personality is changing slightly, is it not? Now, deep in samadhi, now there is a philosophy. Moksha is getting away from the cycle of birth and death, is it not? Now, why the hell we come into this world? Because in our mind, when I was talking about law of karma, all the sanskars from so many past lives, there is a particular kind of sanskar. All these details I cannot cover in 5 minutes. There is a particular kind of sanskar that is called klesh. It's just a technical term at this point. Klesh is our common term for dukh and pain and unwanted stuff. But this is not. Here klesh is some deposits in my mind, which I have only gathered in my life, is it not? Now, because there is a klesh, or you can say it is law of karma leisure. So there is a balance in that leisure, that is called karmashaya. Because there is a balance in that leisure, I have to come in this world to taste the rewards of that action, is it not? Because the balance sheet must become zero for me to become entitled for moksha. I hope you are with me. So there is a law of karma ledger, like in your bank accounts, there is a ledger book. So he is also maintaining a ledger book, and my passbook is nothing but my own mind, where the whole account is given, the deposits, and these are, I have only earned them. And then if I burn it out so that that balance is zero, then my death will become gateway to moksha. Otherwise, that death is gate to again next birth, is it? So, to make a short story, the quickest, fastest way to get moksha, and not this is fastest, this is the only way to get moksha. Don't be confused. You may hear all kinds of things from so many people, all kinds of books. You may read many things, but this is the only way. That deposits must be brought to zero, and there is only one way to make that deposits zero. Otherwise, they are called as seeds. Seeds. Why are they called seeds? I will explain sometime later, probably. And the only way the seeds become important if you burn them. The burnt seed cannot give again plants and fruits, is it not? So the burnt seed, the Patanjali's technical term is Dagda Bijvat. Dagd is burned out, Bij is the seed, that is called as Nibij Samadhi. So that Samadhi at its very, very advanced stage is called as Nibij Samadhi, when those clays, which are seeds, they have been burnt out. And then, of course, this is a process. And as I said, even a common practitioner will realize as you are practicing meditation, slightly getting, I will say you are in intermediate category or advanced category from the worldly standards, you will notice, or people around you will notice, your personality is changing, is it not? And personality is nothing but the content in my mind. So that content is getting, and that's what we mean by Vishwani Duitani Payasva. You know, when we say, Om Vishwani Dev Savita Duitani Payasva, what do we mean? All the unwanted stuff from my mind, may they go away. So through meditation, they go away, they are washed out, burnt out, and when they are fully burnt out, I become eligible for moksha. This is not the fastest way, this is the only way to get moksha. But of course, you will hear many things like good karma can bring moksha. No, good karma don't bring moksha. Good karma makes your mind slightly cleaner, your tendencies become better, so that you will find it better, easier to sit in meditation. You know, if you have a lot of crooked mind, you have a lot of temptations, then it's not easy to sit for meditation, is it not? So it is helpful. You have to be a good human being. But if you are just a good human being, do-gooders, that is not the only thing that brings moksha. Good karma will bring good rewards. So there has to be again next life to test those rewards, is it not? So that's what the answer.